Rap House Reactions. Today we got a different type of video. I'm interviewing my guy,
Jxe Binks.
Jxe Binks today. First off, what's your Instagram? Where can they follow you at? All that stuff.
You can follow me at jae.moses on Instagram. On my social media for my music is Jxe Binks.
Okay, let's get started. All right, so first question is, what inspired you to start rapping and singing? Who were your biggest influences in the hip hop world?
Back in sophomore year of high school, my boy Zay right here, he was like one of the only people in the area that was like doing music. And he slid to my crib one day and recorded his whole tape on that joint in my crib. And
For sure.
And then after that, I kind of just like wasn't rapping like I didn't do music for a little bit. During the pandemic, I was working with some people that did music, and I was freestyling. They realized I could freestyle, so they kind of encouraged me to do it. And
that's what's up.
It's Jxe because Juice WRLD, X, and Eminem are like my three biggest artists that I started listening to.
I used to listen to Eminem when I was a young dude, bro. I was like probably like 12. All right, bro, that's what's up, bro. And then we got can you describe your creative process from recording and writing new tracks?
It kind of, I'll listen to like a beat and I'll like get a feel for the song. Like I'll probably freestyle like a hook, and then after that, then I'll just like keep listening to the beat. I'll keep freestyling and just write it down, or I'll just go up to the mic and just start freestyling right there. I don't really like to like sit down and think to write things, because it's more just emotion when it's just right off the top.
Yeah. So how did you? All right. So let's see what else I got. How do you balance staying true to your roots while also evolving as an artist?
It's kind of hard, because growing up, I would always be like listening to every type of music. Like me and my sister would be playing Rock Band and Guitar Hero and stuff. So I kind of grew up listening to like rock and pop music and stuff like that. But I also listen to like more hip hop. So I kind of find a balance in like finding beats that have like heavy like rock type guitars and things like that.
Yeah, I noticed that. And everyone, if you check out his music, or when you check out his music, I'm gonna say, you'll notice that he has a lot of rock hip hop based influences.
Yeah, no, I like to keep it that way. Like keep it true to what I really am.
I like that, because that's what hip hop and rock started with. So which themes or messages do you aim to convey through your music?
I like to. Well, right now, I have I've been working on a tape called You Win Thank You, and it's kind of based on like all my past like relationship experiences, but I don't like to just only focus on like the relationship stuff. Like I kind of talk about like what I actually do, like working, like not just like just trapping and like scheming and stuff. Like I like to actually talk about like I like to
9 to 5
get to my money, save it. I like to go partying. I like to get lit at the same time. Like I also like diversify, like getting into different things. I don't like to just stay in one lane.
I like that.
Stay true to yourself basically is like the real thing. Like I want to portray like how people usually feel.
All right, bro. So can you share a story? But can you share a story behind one of your most popular songs?
Let me see. What would be I think my number one song right now is 1985, and how that came is during the pandemic I would work at Giant, and I would like during my breaks I would just go out back and like go smoke, and I gave my one manager, I gave her my phone, and I said, yo, like I want to get into different types of music, because this was before I went to the studio for the first time. So I gave her my phone. I said, put in as many white girl tracks as you can. And there was a song called 1985, and the album it came from was called A Hangover You Don't Deserve. So I was like, I listened to that like while I was working, and I was freestyling to a beat, and I said, it's a hangover I don't deserve, like 1985. And that kind of, people don't realize that's a bar, but it really is a bar.
I get it now, yeah. All right, so next up we got, what is something you want your fans to know about you they may not know already?
Music ain't really the only thing I do. I also like I started off doing YouTube, and I stopped though. but I'm about to bring that back.
You should.
Streaming, yeah.
You sure you do video games and shit like Twitch?
I used to, but like I'm trying to get back into it. But I do have a Twitch channel. It's JustJaeStream. Just J Stream.
Okay.
YouTube Just JYT, and I'm trying to get back into that. But that's really what I like grew up like saying like I'm gonna be a content creator. But
yeah,
I also fell in love with music, so I do that at the same time as doing my YouTube and editing and all that. It's fun.
Alrighty, bro. So next up we got how has your background and upbringing influenced your music?
I say like kind of what I was saying before, where me and my sister would be playing guitar here in Rock Band. That influences my music a lot, and like going also after that going to college and like being in relationships, being around that party lifestyle, being around people who are in the streets, people who are in the suburbs. Like I get both views, I get both sides. Kind of influences my life a lot, and I put it into my music.
I like that. Next one is, are there any collaborations that you're particularly proud or excited about?
Song Timeless off the tape, because I've been around, shout out Jxe, you feel me? Like I was saying before, sophomore year of high school, like to be able to be there and like record your whole EP, and then for us to come full circle and make a hot song, like that really came full circle for me, like. So that's definitely one.
Next we got how do you handle criticism and feedback from your fans and critics?
I'd say like, cause I always grew up like I wasn't a popular kid, like I was kind of just there, but like I knew everybody, you feel me, like so if you didn't like me, you went out your way to not like me, and like I kind of always kept that mindset, cause I talked to everyone in my life the exact same way, so like I never really let that get to me, because especially like, well, what year? It would have been like 2017 when I started YouTube. That's when everybody would have been making fun of you for doing YouTube. I kept doing it, like and I always realized like you can't let what other people say influence how you think. You gotta think for yourself.
I like that, bro. Yeah. I like that. All right, so what advice would you give to up and coming rappers, content creators trying to make it in that industry?
I'd say for music, I would say like you don't even gotta just like stay in one lane. You do everything, and especially do what you like, because there's gonna be a niche for every type of market. So like I started off listening to Eminem, like freestyling, rapping fast and stuff, but that's not the main thing you hear in my music. Like
I thought I heard Juice WRLD vibes.
Exactly. Everybody always say that, but like I like doing, something different for everything. So I'd say stay like in whatever lane you want to be. Always like do what you creatively like think you'll flourish in. Like regardless if it kicks off or not, it's gonna have a market.
All right, for sure. And I have a question. And the last question is to end it off is: do you have any wild studio stories, experiences you want to share?
Yo, shout out Trap John. This is every time we in the studio, it's a new experience. It's something different happening. I'm trying to think of one specific one.
I know John.
Yeah.
I know John. I want to hear this.
Yeah, shout out Trap John. I think the first time I slid to his crib is probably the craziest one, because I met John during the pandemic, and so I went up to school like after the pandemic, so I wasn't up here for a little bit. Come back, and I like recorded something in my room, like in my closet, like I just recorded something and I sent it to him, and he's like, yo, I mix and master and all that now, like slide through. I'm like, that. I had a bottle of Taylor Port, slid to his crib, and I tell you, like we smoked probably, I hadn't smoked in like months at that point. We smoked probably like 10 L's. We finished the whole bottle of Taylor Port, recorded 3 songs. This is the first time I seen him in like a year, and we recorded like 3 songs that night, and I left, like we started a tape, and then the tape just came out last week. So it's kind of like a crazy, like that's how all that started, and that partnership is something that like is really, really like meaningful to me, because everybody has something to add in your life. You feel me?
I appreciate that. Thank you for coming, bro. again, give them your to send it off. Just give everybody your Instagram and where to find you at.
You can find me Instagram jae.moses, and all my music is Jxe Binks. And Zay, you want to shout yourself out?
So you can shout yourself out.
Yeah, I'm Jxe _ on Instagram at ZAESKI _.
All right, I'm 8money610. You already know that. But Rap House Reactions, we out. Peace.